2001 year in review continues with WWF Judgment Day. Can the WWF put together 5 straight pay-per-views that are really good? Actually, Armageddon 2000 was also really good, so really 6. Can they put together 6 good shows in a row? Well, it's as forgettable as I thought it was. It's actually one of the most forgettable shows. Quite frankly, I don't even remember. Quite frankly, I just finished watching this, and it's so forgettable, I actually already forgot some of these matches. So, this is as forgettable as, say, Vengeance 2011, or Bragging Rights 2010, or Fatal 4-Way, or, some new generation, like those, the In Your House shows. Those type shows. Great White North, your D-Generation X, your It's Time pay-per-views, This is as forgettable as a Universal era pay-per-view, or as forgettable as an In Your House. Here we go. WWF Judgment Day starts off with Rikishi and William Regal. William Regal getting the victory in a very piss-poor opening match. This is actually the worst pay-per-view match so far that I've reviewed. Keyword, so far. Now, so far, there is one other match coming much later. I think it's around Unforgiven or No Mercy or Invasion, where it's one match with, I think, Chronic and Brothers of Destruction. I think, but I digress. The worst pay-per-view match so far that I reviewed, and it's only a 2 out of 10. Well, then it's not that bad of a match. It's bad, but it's not that bad of a match. A 2 out of 10. Next up, we had Kurt Angle defeating Chris Benoit in a 2 out of 3 falls match. It's actually the first one's a regular wrestling match, the second's a submission match, and the third is a ladder match. This is where they were fighting over the gold medals. Chris Benoit, like I said, in Backlash, he put down the gold medals down his pants, and Kurt Angle kissed the gold medals once when he got them back. A great match, an 8 out of 10, just like always. Kind of forgettable. They have so many, and when you have so many great matches together, you kind of have a couple of matches where they just kind of blend all together. I feel like Backlash and Judgment Day matches, they kind of just blend together, whereas WrestleMania 17 and Unforgiven 2002 and Royal Rumble 2003 matches, they go really well. So this is the third match in a row between these guys, and they have one hell of a trilogy in 2001. A great match, 8 out of 10. Next up, Rhino defeats Big Show and Test for the hardcore title in a match that was nowhere near as good as Backlash, and a hardcore match that was nowhere near as good as WrestleMania's. A very mediocre hardcore title match. The ending was nice. Rhino ran up the steps and hit Big Show with a gore through some trash cans. Nice touch, but a meh match. A 4.5 out of 10. Chyna defends successfully against Lita, her women's championship. This is a mediocre, meh kind of match. 4.5 out of 10. Chyna comes out looking so smoking hot. Her outfit was so great, so revealing. She came out with this entrance where she was like a human peacock. She was wearing turquoise all over. Her ass was great. And of course, Lita's always hot. This crowd was hot for this match. I think they were more hot for the fact that Chyna was almost popping out of her top every time she went for a bump. But very mediocre, meh match. 4.5 out of 10. Next up, we have a chain match for the Intercontinental Championship. Triple H defends against Kane. Triple H, who lost his Intercontinental Championship against Jeff Hardy on a SmackDown, then wins it back the next week, is now facing Kane. And these two guys have had probably a million matches together. And they're always two things. Actually, they're always three things. They always have a stupid stipulation, They're always very much mediocre, and Triple H always wins. But 2 out of 3 is not bad. Actually, Kane fucking wins this match. Stone Cold Steve Austin interferes and accidentally costs Triple H the match. Kane wins his Intercontinental Championship, and I think for the second time he's the Intercontinental title in his career at this point in time. 6 out of 10. It's a good match. Probably one of their better matches together, if I remember correctly. You know, like I said, they're either three things. They're very mediocre. Triple H always wins, and it's very much a stupid stipulation or a stupid storyline. A chain match is kind of stupid. They don't have to touch the 4 corners, but a chain match or a leather strap match or whatever, those matches are kind of shitty. But a 6 out of 10 nevertheless. Next up, we have a tag team turmoil, #1 contendership for the tag team titles. Whew. So many T's. Not as bad as the triple threat tag team tables tag team title match, but I digress. Chris Jericho and his mystery partner end up being Chris Benoit, defeats Edge and Christian, the Acolytes, the Radicals, the X Factor, the Dudleys, and a few others in a tag team turmoil. Now, most tag team turmoils are just, I give them a 4 or a 5 or a 6. I give this a 5. You know, it's very hard to rate them because they're basically Royal Rumble matches, but with a pinfall involved. This is just a meh 5 out of 10. Next up, the main event, Stone Cold Steve Austin versus The Undertaker for the WWF Championship in a no-holds-barred match. And this match was very piss-poor, very disappointing. It's Undertaker and Steve Austin has a very mixed bag of a rivalry when it comes to their matches. Their match at In Your House, I think it was called In Your House. Forgot what it was called, but their match at In Your House was decent. Their match at SummerSlam 98 was really good. Their Fully Loaded First Blood 99 match was the best match they had. Awesome. You have this match, which I only give a 5 out of 10. Not good. But then you have their Backlash 2002 match, which is completely forgettable. And that match sucked. So, a 5 out of 10. And Steve Austin retains as Triple H is successful in helping Steve Austin, unlike Stone Cold being successful. Anyways, Judgment Day 2001 breaks the streak. It cannot be 6 pay-per-views in a row. Instead, it stops at 5. Judgment Day gets a 5 out of 10. It's a very mediocre, meh, forgettable show. I'll catch you next time for WWF King of the Ring when we finally kickstart the invasion angle. Ugh. And then right after King of the Ring, I'm going to do another Raw is War episode. That is July 2nd with Buff Bagwell and Booker T, the WCW title on the line. Dear God. So, 2001 is not too bad. Very good so far, except Judgment Day. But then the invasion finally kicks off. Lord help me. See ya. Bye.